What is up, everybody? All right, there we go. There we go. Live streaming over here. Put that right there. All right. What is up, everyone? Hopefully, the shit is correct and we can start talking about some stocks. How you guys been doing? It is, what is it? Wednesday, the 23rd. It's about 3:15. We got another 45 minutes for the market to close. Haven't been doing many videos, so usually when that happens, that's how you know, by the way, when I go live. If the content slows down, then gotta drop a live video so I can talk to you to see what you want. All right, so I need some confirmation to know if I am live. I think I am. If everything's all good, let me know. Okay, yeah, there's the jewelry box. She's in the house. All right, so hey, babe, what's up? Let me type in hey. All right, so I figure we talk about the market. It's been actually incredible with Friday's close, with that 500 point decline or whatever the hell that was, and then a Monday kind of reversal. What was it? 500 points up day, something like that. Don't quote me. And then good follow through on Tuesday, and then today decent. You know, Dow's down 9, NASDAQ up 38, so it's still ripping. So I figure we just try to find some hot stocks to see what's going on. And we're going to use FinViz for that. We're going to stick to this right here. Let me go ahead and set that up. Let's see if I could do that real quick without messing things up here. There we go. How about if I drop me in the corner? You guys need to see me? How does that? Does that work? All right. I don't know if I can see your questions, so y'all know how it goes. If you have any questions, just kind of put them down, and I get to them. I kind of talk, and then I'll go to questions, right? And then I'll come back and talk, and then I go to questions. Talk, go to questions. So in that kind of format, so I can kind of just go back and forth. And I kind of drop it like I am doing a pre-recorded video that you upload and just right off the top of the dome. Anyway, so here we go, man. Let's look at the Dow. Sideways, NASDAQ, sideways. Nice pop in the morning. I was like, man, NASDAQ is ripping, but it's hanging in there, and who knows, it might close at the high. And S&P is just sideways. And if we look at the heat map, we're going to do a little different, like I said today. Look at Tesla, 5% today. It's been a while since Tesla has done that, and this actually might be a train that you can get aboard. Kind of a breakout getting ready to happen or about to happen. And how do I know that? So this is FinViz, stands for Financial Visualization. I forgot when this site came out, but ever since it came out, I like it. It's kind of basic. Draws trend lines for you. It's really nice. I almost want to pay for the full subscription, but I'm like, nah. Let me pull up let me get my YouTube thing going here. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. There we go. All right, so let's go to the groups, and we could see what's happening here. So what I'm going to do is see the one-day performance. This is what's going on today. Consumer cyclicals ripping, energy ripping, basic materials next, and right in order of what's hot and what's not. What's not is utilities, and that's actually a good thing. I mean, when utilities is down, it's like risk on, you know? So I want to look at the 1 week performance though, because the one day, you know, it could be hot today, not tomorrow. But what's been going on over the last 7 days, right? So this is what I like looking at to see what train we can ride, right? So it's technology, consumer cyclicals, communication services, right? So let's just take a closer look at them. So what you can do here, like technology, we know that we just saw Tesla just on fire. On fire, right? Just click on that, and you can see the actual stocks. But I'm gonna filter this. I'm gonna filter this down to the big boys. By the way, if you're watching, subscribe, share it out, babes. I can count on you. Share it out. Cashmatic, yeah. How's the X trade? I'm not in the X trade, but I gotta pull it up. I haven't pulled it up in a while. I'm not in it, but I talked about it. You know, I had someone in the comments say, what's up with letter X? So I did a video on it, you know, and it's that simple. That's why you got to get in the comments, communicate with me. I'll drop a video on it. You know what I mean? So let's look at this. Let's change the market cap to mega. Let's see what's really the big boys. That's what I want to look at because they kind of describe to me like the whole market. That's what we was looking at when we was looking at the S&P. That big heat map, right? We was looking at the big boys. The big boys is there. So I just want to see the big boys here, and we can see what's happening. Look at Apple right here. All right, I'm gonna actually. Should I take me off now? Just pull it up above my head. Make sure you can see it. See Apple, and this is why I like FinViz. Look at it, drawing the trend lines for you. There it is. You can see what's happening. See, it's about to break out. Now, Apple's actually, I have a feeling this is the run before, what is this, June 20? This could be the run before the earnings, the 3-week run before the earnings. Apple's about to break out here, right? It's right at the breakout. It kind of broke out. It's breaking. It's in the process of breaking out. So this run could be sustained. It's only down 8 points today, 8 cents for a big stock. That's like nothing. But check out Apple. Look at Adobe. Adobe on fire. The breakout has happened. Yes, it happened with Adobe. Let's look at it a little closer. ADBE. Look at that. Now this is kind of, I hate stocks that goes cheap, but this goes way back to 2000. So let's bring it here to where the run is, and look at that. Look at the breakout, right? It kind of reminds me of NVIDIA. Any pullback, you have to buy this. At least I am. I'm going to be looking. I was actually in it over here. And I was like disappointed. I was in it for a while. I'm like, oh my gosh. All of the tech stocks, though, they had the sideways action all through last year, right? Mid last year. And now it's starting to break out. Beautiful. That's textbook right there. If you were to look up breakout in a dictionary, Google, Wikipedia, you're going to see a chart that looks just like this. That's perfect, right? So Adobe. It was a fantastic earnings down today. It's actually giving you a little opportunity. It could check back to the breakout point and then bounce up. A lot of times it does that. So, but you just want, this is that stock. This is what you need to be in. Things like this. It's like tech. When you see stocks like this, you're like, oh man, tech's coming back. It's coming back. Let me go back to that chart. Look at Salesforce. It broke out. This one, it's kind of lame right there. Let's pull it up a little bit. Let's pull it up on this big chart here. Salesforce. Yeah, it's just, if you look how it trades, right, kind of, get rid of that. Right, down, and then this was kind of weak. But then it did it again here, and then it really went up. And it probably is doing it again here, and then about to do the same thing. So the pattern that this has displayed is happening. It's happening with Salesforce. And notice I'm on the monthly, so this is not something that's going to be happening tomorrow, right? So it's a little weak coming out the hole, but it looks like it's happening. This trend could be the beginning, all right? So just kind of keep an eye on it. Right now, it's at a little resistance right in there. So let's see if it breaks out and continues. It could be the beginning of a fresh run for CRM, ASML Holdings. It's kind of just in the, I'm not going to pull this one up, but if you look at it, it's in the wedge. It's on trend, right? It's almost at the lower end. It looks a little weak, but it's still bullish. It's going up, right? So Cisco actually looks like it wants to break down, and it's down point. Yeah, Cisco it's didn't break the trend line, but it's just, I don't like stocks that like to rest on that bottom trend line, right? It's going up and it's just like, let me sleep here. This is a nice place to sleep. And then, when you sleep, you could fall off the bed and then break down. So breaking down would be like falling off the bed. Intel, same thing. I don't really see anything here. It needs to break that trend line right there, right? See what happens there. NVIDIA. Talk about, if you follow me, you know about NVIDIA. I made, over the last couple of weeks, woo, NVIDIA. Oh, man. I'm still trying to figure out how to get longer. Every day, I'm like, how do I get longer than NVIDIA? And it doesn't give you a chance. That's how you know when you're on to something. Even when it was down a little bit with the news of the Bitcoin coming out of China and then giving all the equipment back or something, like shipping it over to Maryland or whatever. Small part of their business doesn't even matter. Anyways, but look at the breakout, right? And same thing. If I go to the monthly, kind of reminds you of that Adobe. It's just huge. I'm gonna start it right there. Just right. Here's the, just on fire, man. I didn't even think the breakout would be this strong, but look at it. It's not even giving you a chance. So I actually like. It worries me a little bit because it's just going straight up. I kind of don't like that, but then again, I'd be like, yeah, it's not giving you a chance. Those are the ones you like. It's just strong. Look at that, up 1.1 today. It's just doing its thing. Let me pull up the minute, see what's going on. The 5 minute. Yeah, kind of just gapped. Yeah, it's just doing its thing. Look at that uptrend. Just kind of just going up. Okay, I'm trying to draw a line here, by the way. Anyway, just doing its thing, going up to the upside. NVIDIA. Oracle, nah, nothing good there. It's just laying on that bottom trend line. Look at that gap down it had the other day. It can't even fill the gap yet, so I don't know what's going on with Oracle. And it looks like Taiwan Semi about to break out. So let's pull that one up a little bit closer. Check out Taiwan Semi. This is one I don't talk about much on the channel. I should have. It's actually a mistake. This is one of the hottest stocks in the last couple of years. Oh my gosh. But we had a nice little pullback on Taiwan Semi. And we know the semis has been hot as of lately. So we could get going here. Right, so let's go to the bottom. From top to bottom, that was down 25%. Right, so that could be a chance. Right now, it's from the all-time highs 18%. So it made up about 6-7% from the low. Is this it? Right, it looks like this could be it. I'm trying to draw a trend line here. Kind of do like that. We'll call that a cheat. Right, about to break out, just like they have here. Right, you can see it's right there. You know, so it still needs a couple more days to confirm. Are we changing directions here? And it's going to answer that question in a few days. So remember, I'm looking here. I got the weekly up, right? It's not going to happen tomorrow. So another candle or two to break out of this range. That's like another week or two. And if it's one big, huge candle, that could be this week. It could be next week. And you'd be like, wow, there it is. You would like to see that. And along with volume, you want to see some volume with it. So it's still a little too early, but this is one that you can keep your eye on and possibly, you know, make that play. Make that play. There it is, Taiwan Semi. There's that little trend. Let's see if you can break out of that channel. Let's see. Let's see what Joseph had to say. All right. Joseph, if Apple can close that triangle, then can take that with confirmation. Let's see. Pull up Apple. Did I pull it up right here? Yeah, I got my fake. You see, this is one thing. The triangle. I'm not sure I know what triangle you're talking about. Did I just bring it up here? Yeah, you talking about right here? You talking about if it can close above that? Yeah, you're talking about there. Yeah, that's it. And you know, you have then you can go this. Let me zoom in here. Let's look at here so I can zoom in. You know, you have, how about, you see my little head and shoulders, right? This is when I did that video, like, I don't know about Apple, man. You know, got the head and shoulders, was looking weak. Look at that, 4 weeks in a row, just 5 weeks in a row down. And you can see I got my little line saying, this looks like it's going to happen. But look at the turn. Look at the turn right on trend line. This thing is, you know, what's supposed to happen is supposed to break down, according to the pattern. And when it doesn't happen, it generally goes the other way hard. So obviously, I'm wrong with the breakdown. So what's right is the other way. The other way is right. Right? So that's what it's showing us today. And I would like to see it get above these recent highs right here, which is, what's that high? Not the close is 131, but the high was 137.07. If we can get above that, then we know we're on to something. We know for sure. I say if we get above that, we go to the top of the range up here to 156. It may be this high, be a double top, another double top, maybe 144. But let's keep an eye on it. And it looks, I'm telling you, I'm already convinced it's going to do it. I'll feel like putting a trade on, but I got other trades working, so I won't. But I know it's just going to go straight up. I feel confident because it didn't break down. And generally, it just doesn't go sideways. So I think that's probably why I drew this, because this is not going to happen. It's either going down or going up, and you can see how it's going up, right? So I like Apple. I like Apple a lot, and it's probably going to run right into the number. So there's Apple. Okay, yeah, you said I got it right. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate you. Let's look at, okay, so that's all of these guys. Let's go to come back here. Let's check out the consumer cyclicals, right? I'm going to change this to mega. I want the big boys. It's funny how they get Amazon in there. And like we always, how do you look at Amazon, right? I look at it, what the hell's, okay. How do you look at Amazon? I look at it as a tech stock, but consumer cyclicals, man. These guys sell stuff. But they make tech. I mean, the Fire Sticks and the Fire, all that stuff. Hey, Alexa, do this. All that crap. But look at Amazon. It's still in the range though. It's about to break up. When Amazon breaks out, it's gonna be hard. This thing has been trending sideways as well. Look at that grade. Yeah. See, I'm just waiting, and it's already at the top of the range. You could get on board here, but you always got to be careful. Look what happened when it was here, went down, did it again, went down, did it here, went down. Why is this one going to be any different? Well, we got earnings coming up. It generally likes to run in the earnings. That's a reason. And that's probably going to be correct. I'm probably saying this thing is going to most likely run into the number. So keep an eye on Amazon. And if it breaks out of this area, it's off to the races. This is a lot of pressure right there. Look at that. Right? Of just nothing. So what happened to Adobe? Amazon's got the same setup. The same setup. Prime Day just happened. Appears to be set. One thing that bothers me about Amazon, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. 2 days hasn't been 2 days in a while. You buy something, they be like, next week, 3, 4, 5 days. I don't remember the last time I ordered something and I got it in 2 days. So I'm like, what's up with that? Supply chain? Are you just too damn busy? I don't know. Is it affecting the numbers? What's up with that? It makes me want to cancel Prime. I'm not getting my shit in 2 days. So why pay you guys? I go to Walmart or whatever and find it, So I've been thinking hard. I like Amazon Video though. I like the videos, so I kind of keep it. But if I wasn't watching that, I would be done with Prime because they can't get nothing to you in 2 days anymore. That's what I've been noticing. I don't know if everybody else is seeing that, and will that affect the numbers, right? If there's any kind of decline, like, whoa, wait, what's going on here? Maybe it turns around. I tell you what, though, if it breaks out of this range to the downside, look out. Just as it get the pressure to blow up and go to the top side, right? If it breaks down, it'll be the same thing going down. So we don't want that to happen. But, I think it's going up. That's my best guess. All right, so there's Amazon. Let's pull up the next one. Alibaba. Don't talk about this one a lot. I remember Alibaba. I remember one of my first big options trades, not options trade, was Alibaba. I bought Leaps. I bought like 20 of when it was IPO. Right after the IPO, I bought like 20 of the 120, something like that, Leaps. I was like loading up. And it went from like 100 all the way down to 30, if you remember that move. Yeah, that was Alibaba. And I was like, oh, I lost it all expired worthless. And when I decided to collect the chump change, I could sell them for like 10 cents or whatever. That's when it just turned around and ripped and it was a nonstop train all the way up to 400, wherever it went to. But yeah, man, I remember Alibaba. Let's pull that up, man. It looks like it's breaking out. So here's the monthly. Yeah, right here, right in the beginning. Can y'all see that? My head could be in the way. I'm trying to pull off my head. There we go. This is when it opened, right? And you see it ran up here, and I think it was the 150s. I bought calls. I'm thinking this thing went from here straight down. Okay, so it looks like it went to 50, 58, I guess. And I was like, oh. And then from there, that was the time to buy. Just look at that. So incredible. A 444% in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So I missed out on that. That was a bad trade. Anyway, that's when I learned not to buy calls like that. Okay. Anyway, so here we are. FinViz has this going on. Okay, it's showing that lower triangle, and I just got the top trend line. Well, I got the bottom one going. Wait a minute, am I looking at the same one? What is this? This is the year. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, I got the monthly. All right, let's look at the monthly real quick, and then I'll pull up what they got going on. And you can see this long-standing 2.5-year trend line. It kind of broke it, but it's turning, so we can give it that. It basically closed for the most part right on it, and now it's above it. This could run. It could bounce here. It could bounce nice. So I like that. And if we go to the weekly, and then here's the trend line. Let's clear all of this out. And here's the trend line that's on FinViz. And it looks like it might have about to break that. So if it breaks that, it still needs a little bit further confirmation. I think they showing it breaking right there. Let's see if I click on this. Yeah, look at that. They're showing it kind of peeking its head. I don't know if that's the greatest trend. Yeah, see they kind of letting that one slide, but it's peeking right there. So keep an eye on Alibaba, right? I'm showing it for the most part, just right there. So we'll see, what could happen with that. There we go. Keep an eye on it. If it peaks above that trend line, and then we already showed you the monthly trend line with right here, it's a go. It's a go, right? So Alibaba could turn around here. Huge discount. Remember it was up here, right? It's just people's... And it just, what kind of discount is that? Yeah, up 35%. It's probably okay. Yeah, keep an eye on that one. Hopefully we can get some volume too, right? I want to see some volume. That's the monthly. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, some volume trying to come in here on this little turn. So yeah, you see that? Got the stochastic starting to roll up. So there could be something here. Yeah. Keep an eye on Alibaba. Pull up my correct windows. All right, let's go back to the FinViz chart. Let's see what else I got going on. Look, they're trying to get me to pay. Did you see that? Nike. I got a nice size position in Nike. I got a real big position in Nike. It's doing nothing now. Sideways. It's going up now, but it's in the range, So I would like to see it break out. I want to see it trending. I don't want to see this chop. If you buy it now, this is what your portfolio is going to look like. Chop. I want to see it finally make a decision and go somewhere, right? If it goes to the downside, I'm gonna have to exit my position, and if it goes to the upside, I hold on to it. But or if it stays here, because I'm selling puts against it, put spreads in. If it does what it's doing, I'm gonna close out a winner. I think I sold I think I'm at the 125, 120 or something like that. Maybe even 130, 125. So I got another 6 months to go. Hopefully this thing decides to start trending to the upside. I thought it was a total knockout trade over here, right? Because I was 145 and I'd done sold at 130. And I was like, man, and then just kind of gave it up. It's been going sideways. Nice bounces off this bottom, this lower level support here. So I just got to keep an eye on that. Hopefully that holds, but hopefully this trend could break. Right? It's up 75 cents today. So we'll take it. How about this? Toyota Motor. Looks like it's trying to do something. Still in that range. Looks like it's breaking out. I'm not going to pull up Toyota. Tesla. This is the one I want to talk about. I haven't had faith in Tesla. And lately, it's up 4.87% today. You can see what's happening there. And with this strength, hitting the top of that trend line, I say it breaks through. That's some good momentum. Just think of a battering ram. Boom, boom, right? It's coming with a big battering ram to knock that door down. So let's pull it up, man. Let's pull up Tesla. TSLA. I've been trying to, you can tell I'm like, I'm in the lab with this one. Look at that. I'm like, yeah, it's doing this, it's doing that, blah, 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 blah. But what did I say? I'm thinking it's breakdown. These are arrows that I was trying to draw, and then you can see I got it breaking out here. So I was on to something, and pull up the weekly. Let's go ahead and just delete all of this stuff because we got some new things. Now, I think the only thing we need to be concerned about now is that, just what FinViz was showing us, right? So let's kind of get it going on here. There we go. Can y'all see that? All right, this is the weekly. We got stochastic turning. We'd like to see some volume. It's a little too soon, but it's right there. It can turn around on us. We have to keep an eye on it. I really like today's action. Now it's up 5.20. It's going to break through. There's no way it's going to just make a U-turn here. Not with that action. That's great. That's huge. Right, see, look what happened here, just reversaled. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I mean, we know if this thing breaks out, we know the potential of Tesla, right? This thing it'll just start running. I mean, so here, I would probably like to even, I'm a put seller. Yeah, I do the put spread thing. Yeah, I would like to sell puts like, I don't know, where's this high? Where are we at now? 655? Maybe to 600. Let's see what we can get here. I like 30 days out, by the way. It's always one of the first things I can do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. 654. Man, I can come to here. I can even come to this 600. And I know it's not going to. I'm going to do the 600 to 595. Right? Click the $1.27. All right, so that's a $5 wide spread. We're going to do some math. $5 wide minus this $1.27 that they're about to give us just for putting on the trade, $1.27. So our risk is $3.73, right? So if we were to put this trade on, the most we could lose is $3.73. So 127 divided into that 3.73 is 34% profit in 4 weeks. You can't beat that. That's and when you're a winner, as long as Tesla stays above 6. So if we go to the charts, 600 that is, you're a winner as long as Tesla don't come down and break that line. And with today's action, I like that trade. I like that trade a lot. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to think. See, I'm all traded out, meaning I got no capital to put on a new trade. I need something to close out, and then I might start playing Tesla because Tesla always has good premiums on it. Yeah, look at the volume is weak. If we get a volume spike, now remember, I'm looking at the weekly chart. If we get a volume spike up here, if the volume just increases, then we know for sure. Remember, volume is truth, right? So we know it's going to break out, right? Right? We know it. At least that's what I say. So let's see if that's true or false. Look down at volume. If there's no volume, it's probably false. It's not going to happen. But we need some volume, so that's why I like to need volume. Anything can happen. Remember the stocks, man. Anything can happen. But when you have that volume, along with this 5%, that's what the daily looks like. Yeah, see, we got that volume on the daily, right? And we still got 15 minutes to go. So yeah, it's not the greatest volume to be at 5%. You would figure it would be more than that. So we'll see. Maybe people are waiting for that breakout, right? So it's volume. It's there. It's there. I'll take it. But let's keep an eye on that because we know, and it looks like you missed it. Like, oh shit, I missed it. God damn it, wasn't it? No. Because if this thing breaks out, it's just getting started, right? It's just gonna get started. And besides, if like I said, it hits this, and it'll be like a wall. It'll hit that thing, and next thing you know, down tomorrow, you're like down 7%. You're like, oh, what happened? who knows what news comes out or whatever. It's funny though it's funny though because when it turns around, right, we know it's right on the trend line, and you'll notice this with every stock. When it hits that point of decision, what the hell was that? When it hits that point of decision, news comes out, right? It'll be like, damn, how did that? You know, or if it breaks out, then you'll start getting the upgrades even because they're looking at this too. I'm not the only one looking at this. Man, my phone made some weird noises. Okay. Just checking the my notification. Yeah, so they're looking at it too. And then when it breaks out, that's when I upgraded Tesla at 800 price target. You know, you get those up, then it's really flying. And then riding the momentum. Look at that stochastic too. It's ready to just blow. I love that. I like Tesla. I like it a lot. I like it a lot here. Let's see what it could do. Let's see what it can do. Hey, Mrs. AL Beauty. Thanks for coming and visit me over here. Thanks, babe. You're bringing in the cavalry. But yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming to the stock show. We're talking about stocks. We're talking about what's hot, what's out. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Who's up in here? 4 people. It's only 2 people because my girlfriend and her girlfriend's up in here. Where my people's at? I got 400 subscribers and I only got 2 people up in here. What's up with that? But I'm about to drop some nuggets on you guys. Let me mess with my screen here. There we go. Like I said, dropping nuggets. Because the stuff that I'm telling you right now, we go back and we refer to this video. I already know. And these are going to be fire trades that I'm giving you. Fire. Trades that can make you money. I'll show you later how much money it made me. I can go back and show you all of those videos. Like NVIDIA, the CrowdStrike. What else? Peloton. I know I talk about the same stocks a lot. Because it's the same stocks that are making me money. There's nothing to talk about. Look, if you go to an ATM machine and it's spitting out money, why do I need to go to that ATM machine? This one works just fine. So spitting out money. If y'all see me still just talking about the same shit, that means it's paying. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And I'm going to stick with it. If I'm milking a cow and the milk's coming out, why am I going to try to milk that cow? Got plenty of milk right here. So that's the way I trade. See, these are the nuggets. This is what you got to realize. So you might like the play. Hey, I don't know what you like, but these are fire, man. These are nuggets. These are nuggets. So I need all 2 of y'all to listen up. Okay? These fire. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I'm just sitting here thinking about how much money I'm going to make. Yeah, how am I going to make this money? But anyway, let's get back to the show. Oh, man. That was my little editorial. All right, so we talked about Home Depot. By the way, Home Depot's looking, it's at the bottom of the range. It hit the support, bouncing up. If you notice a thing about Home Depot, look, it runs. It has its run. So let's pull it up and check it out. Let's look it up closely. But it's not going anywhere. It's not, it's just doing its thing. But, okay, here's a sideways run, right? Some sideways, which you don't see much in Home Depot. But here's a run, right? There's a run. Here's a run. You got that. Here's a run, right? Here is a little down action. And I'm predicting that to be a run because it just doesn't go sideways. It runs. It's either going up or down. So now we got a nice little turn right off the bottom of the trend line. Let's see what happens. If I were to draw this line, how about I do this all over, right? If I were to draw that and say, yeah, there's my trend line, and it doesn't touch that trend line here, and it's actually going to head the other way, bullish, okay? So let's keep an eye on Home Depot. All right, this is the weekly. That candle could still be, got a couple more days. It could head the other way and still touch the bottom of the trend line. I tell you what, I mean, this right here, it was at the, what is that date? Okay, that's the COVID low, right? So if it hits here, if it does continue to go down, reach that about 286 or whatever, right there on that trend line, that's a buy for sure. That's a buy for sure. But could be turning early. If it does that, that's bullish, right? So anyway, that's Home Depot. Let me go to gotta pull up my what is it? McDre Nuggets. That's right. I'm gonna have to call it some kind of food. I'm gonna have to force feed you guys, man. Yeah, take it, take it, take it. Shut up, take it. Hey, this, my friend at work always says, "Hey, you gonna take this money? You gonna take this money? I don't. Yeah, you gonna take this money? You watch straight trades. You gonna take this money? All right." Anyway, Tesla. So that's what's going on in consumer cyclicals. So let's go back to the group, the groups. By the way, Finviz, get this, pull this up, finviz.com. Click groups. See what's going on, right? Because things travel in groups. Look at the monthly, but damn, everything's just running. What was shitty? The industrials. By the way, they still not liked. I don't know why. They'll probably turn pretty soon. Financials, utilities, basic material. Yeah, so I guess their time is on. But it looks like consumer cyclicals, technology is what's getting ready to take the lead. It's always technology was even number 2 down here. So let's look at the last one, communication services. Let's see what's going on here. What is going on? Comcast. I don't like it. It's down 3% today too. Yeah. I mean, if it breaks out up there, it's good to go, but it's nothing I like here. Disney, Disney is a nice pullback from that top, which is crazy. It's funny how it. I take the thing about stocks, man. It's funny how this thing ran all the way up to 200. All the parks was closed. There was no cruise ships. I mean, the studios was closed. Everything ran up to 200. Everything is open now. There's your pullback. I don't know. Go figure. But that's I guess sell the buy the what does they say? Buy the news, sell the shit. Buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So right, all that Disney Plus stuff, yeah. Okay. So everything's open, it's selling off. Let's keep an eye on that upper trend line right there. This is a stock that if you are a buy and holder, you want Disney in your portfolio, regardless. To me, I could pick Disney, McDonald's. Yeah, just get some stability. Like right now, I trade very aggressive, but I feel safe. But my plan is when I have all the riches I'm going for, to just stop being so aggressive and getting into these dividend stocks. This is going to pay me, right? And just kind of slow down my aggressiveness and just get paid, right? Just get paid holding. So I want to show you Disney because I feel like sitting trading all the time. I want to enjoy it. Anyway, so here's that trend. Look, this chart is something I don't like here. Now that I'm looking at my chart, I'm looking at this, Come on, Disney. So hopefully this thing breaks out because that right there is kind of a head and shoulders. And then I'm looking at this big gap down here. Oh, man, can you imagine Disney going back to 140? Anyway, but yeah, that's not good. That's not just because I drew it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But how do you know it's not going to happen? We can draw that trend line and let's see if it can break out. That's the trend line that they had on Finviz, this one. So let's see if it could break that upper to the upside. Then it's not going to happen, right? Forget it, erase it. It either happens or it don't. So but yeah, man, look, if it breaks that neckline right there, that's going to be ugly. And you know what? You know what's going to look at the stochastic not even turn around. So it's going into earnings. I mean, it's going to wind up running into the number, and if it's shitty, or I could just see it breaking down. It's so far it's not looking. I don't know what the hell Finviz was doing. Yeah, it's I don't know. We need them. We need more. We need more data. But hopefully the If it breaks out, it's good to go. It's good to go. Google's been just outstanding for the longest. You got EU suing these guys again. This is how that EU. This is how they run their economy. All you gotta do is sue Google every 12 months, and that's how you get your money. That's how the government gets their money. They sue Google. Seems like every 12 months. It's unreal. Anyway, it's just doing its thing, right? It's finally getting its due. Over years and years, I had massive Google trades on, and I kind of gave up on them. Well, I made the money. I just didn't think it would keep running. The thing is on fire, man. Up 2,500. Facebook too. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Y'all know, if y'all watch me, I was deep in Facebook, and I had made a video that said I'm done with it because I was worried about the government and all that stuff, and Facebook now it's finally just eating all of that up. Look at that, just all of that, and it's just trying to see that. You can see what happens on that sideways action a little bit right there, breaking out. So it doesn't look like it's got much further to go. Maybe it does. Hold on here. From here to here. All right, can I just go ahead and duplicate that and bring that right here? Maybe it does. I mean, if we can get, they're saying I can go up to 400 if it does that pattern. We'll see. We'll see. I ain't gonna doubt it. I mean, I need it on a pullback. I do. I'm waiting for. It's just funny how it doesn't care about what governments anymore, or what the government's gonna do and this and that. It's just on fire. Should have known. You know how you should have known. You know how I always talk about breakout. It's funny because when I abandoned it, I was just like, I didn't go back. I didn't even look at this thing. But look at the volume here, right there. And then you could see that run. I mean, that volume here was not like any other volume you ever seen before, except for down here. Then even here, so you could just tell something was just time to get in. Anyway, that's Facebook. With some spicy sauce, Joseph. All right, so what else? Let's go back. Let's go back to what we was looking at. So Google, Facebook, the other Google, the same thing. By the way, I trade the GOGL. I think that's the voting ones. I don't know. Anyway, Netflix. I've never been a fan of Netflix, but it's doing nothing here. It just looks choppy. Look at that. It's just what is that? What is that? Can you tell me? Can you look at that chart and say you could tell the next move? Can you honestly look at that and say, yeah, I know which way it's going? Hell no, I don't know. It's just that the thing is insane. Netflix used to run, but I don't know, man. There's a lot of competition out there now, and I don't know if it could get those momentums that we've been used to. Like, so Netflix is the N in FANG. I don't think it could be the N no more. It's just way too much competition, and I can't just see it just continuing to have a trend to the upside. Maybe Roku's going to be the new one. I'm pulling that up now. Yeah, look at that breakout in Roku. Wow. So if you are Netflix, if you like that content kind of trade, the trade is Roku. Look at that thing. Look at that break. That's just unbelievable. So the market's closed. Thanks for joining me to the market close. I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, they say. I need that help. I need it. All right, so look at that. Just beautiful. I miss that. And that's why you want to catch it here. So this is the perfect example of what we was just looking at with the possible breakouts. Like Tesla, I said, keep an eye on that. Tesla, keep an eye on that. This is what it could be right there. So, and it looks like it had big bars. These look like it's up 5% today. It just looks, damn, this is just the daily. This thing was up 5% almost every day for the last week. I don't know what's going on with that. And look at the volume increasing too. So unbelievable. Looks like it should reach that top and no problem with this kind of. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on with Roku, but that's what we're looking for, right? Probably maybe got some upgrades right there, right at the breakout point. You know, let me see something. Just looking at some news. Okay, I was looking for like any kind of upgrades and stuff. Roku to roll out original content. See, look at that. Roku to roll out original content. And that's what I'm saying. Even Roku's going to do it. And yeah, Netflix, the big boys though. Netflix is going to spend more on content than anybody. Almost double the next person. I think the next person is Amazon. But Amazon just bought this MGM studio, so that could even be changing. But yeah, so Netflix, as far as content, original content, you're going to be the king for a while. But you see what it's doing to the stock. It's just chopping it up. So I don't know, man. But there it is. Look at that. Look at that Roku. Let's pull up the monthly. Come on. So you had your up, your little chop sideways, and I don't know. It might get that run again. Let's pull this up. So let's see if I can draw on this. ROKU. There's something interesting here, and I'm not a fan of Roku. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not a fan of it. But what I saw, where I couldn't draw in that other chart, hopefully y'all can see this and my head's not blocking, is that run, and it looks like we want to have another run, right? I don't know how high that's because you got that, pull back, and it looks like, I mean, when this thing runs, it runs. So it doesn't be chopping it up like Netflix. So, and when I say run, I mean even to the downside. Right, so because as long as you just pick a direction and go with it, so we can trade it. But that chop, I hate that chop crap. Look at that. So run. I mean, we could just draw these lines all day. Let me see if I could remove me so y'all can see what I'm trying to draw. All right. So ever since this thing was a stock, it's just been doing its thing. Look at that. Right. So, and that's how you just. You want to know what a stock is going to do, just follow the pattern. It's been doing that ever since it's been a stock. You know, so, yeah, I guess I like Netflix. Have Roku to the upside. What's weird is, though, look at the volume. So what's going on with that? I have no answer for that. But can y'all see that volume? No, let me get rid of me again. Look at that volume right there. So how I tell you guys that volume is truth, and then you look at the run, and then you say, well, you're like, oh, man, it almost makes you think we could get a collapse here. Is it enough volume to support this move? All right, so I don't know. I don't remember seeing nothing like that bad. It's funny, you get a little increase in volume now. So this is something to... I think you could trade this to the upside, but you got to keep this in mind. Like, why did it do that? Just, you don't want to, yeah, we want to see some volume start. And you got a little bit right there starting to come up. But what is this all about? So anyway, that's definitely strange. That's strange, man. I tell you. But, you know, you got the stochastic making a higher high, so you don't really have a divergence there. So I see it going higher. I really do. Roku, never been a fan of it, and only because I can't put a trade. This is it's a fast moving stock, you know. So if I'm like selling puts below it, it'll slice through those puts in a couple of days if I'm wrong, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, or even so it's, you know, I usually stay away from the stocks that move really, really fast. You know, these are the kind of stocks like you get those calls on because it's just like it's crazy. Let's look at that put call ratio on this. See what's going on. We have 0.43, so 2-to-1 on the puts. 134 calls traded versus 58,000 puts. I'm sorry, 134,000 versus 58,000. So basically, almost a little more than 2-to-1. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's like they're buying these calls. So yeah, something's there. Up 18. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah. So let's go back, see what else we got to look at. All right. Let's. Got to change my figures. By the way, and I'm just pulling up the big boys. You could do this and lower the mark, filter it out for the other stocks. But, you know, I got to make a quick video here. I can't go all day looking at everything. We can if you want. Maybe on a Saturday. I kind of set it up to where it's not filtering many stocks. We go through all of them. Right? And you see how this is, like I say, visual. I'm going to do it for this stock. How about we go to the large? Let's get some more stocks on it. And see how you could just scroll and say, and you're looking at everything, right? And you just say, okay, and then you see a stock chart you like, and then you can trade it. You know, so just kind of look at it, let's see what's popping. Look at that IPD, the Interpublic Group companies breaking down. It's a nice trend, but it could be over for whatever reason. I'm not seeing anything. How about this? Live Nation, yeah, getting ready to break out. Getting ready to break out. It's funny how you had to run all the way. I mean, this thing reached record highs at March, and everything was closed, right? So there was buy the rumor, and then here was that sell the news, just like Disney, right? So it's May, things is opening. And then, okay, double top. Double top is one of those patterns to where it damn near happens all the time. It hits that top, you just got to get out. Higher, low, notice that. And then now we can break through that double top and start making new highs. So, what the hell was that? Let's pull that up on the chart, LYV. Yeah, let's see how it's charting it out. I'm in everything. I'm checking out everything. You had the breakout. It was a little disappointed after this breakout, but the check back. So here's the breakout, right? The check back, and now it's like stuck here. But you know what? We just looked at the FinViz chart. This thing is about to break out of that. So it's like broke out and consolidate. The good thing is it didn't give it back. Like when it broke out, it didn't give that breakout back. That tells you that it wants to go higher. And now we could see, I could see some volume trying to come up in here. I like it. I would put a trade on this. I like it a lot. I actually think, no, I'm looking at like maybe 120. This is perfect. Something like a bull flag. I like that a lot. Live Nation. Like it. So I like that Tesla. And then I like this one. Because this is going to break out of here and start to rip. Up 42 cents today. We just need to get above that high right there. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I like it. So, see, we discovered that one just by going through these charts. Here's Match.com. Another one that's breaking out. Go check this one. News Corporation. I don't like the business, but it looks like it wants to roll over. But if for some reason, if that could get above all of that chop, it could do something. This Rogers Communication looking pretty good. Getting ready to break out. Roku, we already talked about that one. That was just fire, that Roku. Goodness gracious. Here's one, Spotify, right? I've been hearing bad things about it, but it's breaking. It's getting ready to break out. It's getting ready to do something. It's out of that downward channel. I'm not saying it's straight up from here. It's probably a little sideways chop because it's right there. That sideways resistance right here. So hopefully that could find its way through and break out, up 1% today. So Twitter looking real good on the breakout. I mean, it's what had happened? This thing went up. You just thought this thing was gonna run when what was that? It went from this 45 straight up to 7. I mean, this was almost the all-time high if it wasn't. Gave it all back. Now, you know, Twitter's a stock that runs when it decides to run too. So I have a feeling this is going to challenge that all-time high. So Twitter looks good on the breakout. Here we got Weibo Corporation breaking out. Don't know it. By the way, stocks like this, now I don't know how popular this stock is, but these are the good ones. I'm not saying that this one particular, I would need to look at it a little further, but I like stocks that's not in headlines like that because they could run without any media interference. You know what I mean? Just doing its own thing. But maybe it isn't me. I don't know. But Weeblo Corporation, it's an internet content and information. Oh, it's a China stock. Looks like it's trying to break out. And that's it. That's all 6 pages. So there you go. There you have it. Let me go see if you guys are talking about anything. You said, do you have the watch list that you go through, or do you use a scan? I don't use any scans. I do this, or I use I have my little watch list that I created, and I got it off of basically kind of copied it off of gosh, I can't think of those boys. I always forget their names. This is I can't think of their names. I want to give them credit for it. But basically I got a sector list, right? So I go through this almost every week to see what's hot. And when you find that hot sector, all you got to do is find a stock that's running it. To find the biggest stocks that's running in the sector. And there you go. I mean, these things move in groups. So there's the IBB, right? There's the IYR. Yeah, there's the IYT. Looks like transportation getting ready to roll over. Okay, it's getting ready to roll over. Oh man, yeah, that's looking toppy. Anyway, the airlines almost look like I want to roll over too. Still could be in consolidation. And then I got this is a new one I added, which is the PEJs that travel and leisure. I think that is. Yeah, it's not telling me up here. I think it's the travel and leisure. And see, it's at the all-time highs, trying to break out of there. Qs, what could you say? Just straight up, right? Qs. The SOX, which is the semiconductors, right? And then you say semiconductor. What's in there? What's in there? Well, we know Taiwan Semi, AMD, right? Intel, Nvidia is probably in there. So we know the stocks that's kind of ripping, right? The XPD, broker dealer, probably Schwab, Goldman, a lot of people up in there. XLF rolling over. Looks like that's an outside month. It'll be almost at the end of the month. It's probably going to hold too. That's an outside month, right? So that means this candle in a month that's strong. You know, if you have an outside day, a big deal, outside week, okay, you know, but an outside month where this candle just totally engulfs the candle in front of it, generally that means it's going to the downside. How could you play that? You could just buy puts, put spreads, or sell calls above that action, right? So something to keep an eye out. You know, financials rolling over, right? Industrials, XLI, same thing here. Look at the outside, almost an outside week, not quite, outside month, excuse me. But they look like they're rolling over. Remember, we saw those on the bottom of the sector list, right? So what was hot. I didn't go through them, but now we're looking at them. XLU, utilities. I don't know. Look at this chop. If I clear this out, clear all my, sorry. Where does clear drawing? Did I do it right? Yeah. I don't know. It just looks like it's in that channel range. It maybe just goes to the bottom of the range right here. And then, you know, I don't really see this one rolling over too hard. But I mean, these things just trade in patterns. You just look back and you could see what's going on. That was a nice run right there. This was like incredible. 2 years with the utilities, right? And then it's just, you see these lines, the downturns. It's always either down or up. And I like stocks like that. Just doom, 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 doom. Not too much, you know, length, except for here. We know what was going on there. I guess people didn't think there was going to be a payday bill. I can't even speak. Payday bills with the electric, right? And all the utilities. But wow, imagine you bought the XLU clear down here at 43. Anyway, but yeah, it doesn't downturn too much. So, but it's going down now. Anyway, so that's what I do. Here's the XME, metals and mining. We looked at U.S. Steel, CLF, I guess FCX is probably in here, Nucor, yeah, those steel companies. Can't think of any more. There's a bunch of them. But look at the breakout, right? So a little pullback. It'll probably pull back to the. It's actually up today, up 1%. But might pull back to that breakout point and continue to rip. Right? When's the last time? Yeah, this is impressive, really. It's been a while. Since the last time it was up this high was 2000. Was that 14? Right? So little pullback might run. You can see it. I mean, this thing, if it runs, it could get going. So that's what's up. So anyway, so that's how I look at that's what I pull up, and then I'll find the stocks in those sectors, or you could do it the easy way and just do what I did. And this is why I like FinViz. How I always start my videos with it. This gives you a quick type. This gives you look at the S&P rollover at the end of the day. I didn't know that. Damn. Same with the Dow, but look how the NASDAQ held up. So it's kind of telling you something right there. Wow. Damn. Just rolling. That was about the time I started the video. But anyway, you get a good look at the indexes. You can click on the top gainers, the new highs, unusual volumes, and things like that. Try to find some plays, and you can look at the heat map is right there. Decide what's going on. You can see Tesla on fire. So a day like today, I mean, Tesla's the only one that's bright green like that. So, and that one below it, which is, what is that, Ford? Gotta love Ford. I got a bunch of calls. I got the 12-20 call spreads on Ford, the leaps that expired in 2023. I bought the 12s and I sold the 20s. So huge call spread. I think I'm already up 3,000-4,000, something like that on that trade. And I gave y'all that right here on this channel. I was giving you Ford at $9, $8.75, $9, up in that area. So I was all over Ford, but it wasn't like an AMC or GME. So people's like, I was like, you can sell puts on this all day. I was selling puts. And then when it got really aggressive, when they started talking EVs and stuff, that's when I went hard. And bought those call spreads. I got a little more aggressive on that. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right, so that's that, right? Just looking at what's going on here. You can see the financials, a little run today, but we looked at that chart, man. That just looked bearish, so I would fade these moves in the financials. Just didn't look good on that monthly. Of course, that was monthly. It could turn around, and we got 7 more days for the month ends. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind when you're looking at those monthly charts. All right, so I'm going to end this video. So all 3 of y'all, I don't know how many likes I got. I should have 3 likes. Boom, boom, boom. 3 likes. Hopefully someone pops in here. You decided to subscribe. It's pretty good. The stocks I talk about usually be fire. You go check the history. You could definitely make some money. We pick them out. I find them, and I use simple trend lines. Simple, right? I don't get it confusing, make it all difficult. Got all kinds of shit on my screen. Just simple. It works. Trust me. All right, I'm gonna end this video. Someone just jumped in. I appreciate you jumping in, but you missed it, man. You got to go back and catch the replay. I wish you was here with me. So hit the bell, subscribe, hit the bell, and then you'll know next time you get up in here and I can answer your questions, or we could talk stocks. I could talk stocks that you want to look at or whatever. So we went in general. So to recap, right? We went in general, just looked at the hot stocks, what's ripping over this last week, looked at some breakout styles about to recur. What was it, Tesla? I like Tesla a lot. It didn't quite happen yet, even though it's up nice today. It looks like it's just getting started. So that's one that we need to keep on an eye on. And what was that other one? Roku. Roku looks like we could be a little late. Like we might need a pullback on that one. And there was one other that was like, damn, can't remember what that was. But should have been taking notes. But yeah, Qs, everything looks, even though the Qs has been just ripping, it's nothing that's saying it's not going to continue, even though other than just being lofty, but it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. All right, so Joseph, man, I appreciate you being in here and participating. I like, shooting shit, going back and forth. I hope I didn't miss anything you said. Okay, yeah. Do I use the scan material to find setups? Yeah, and that's how I find those setups. I just what we did today, exactly. Or I go into the TOS and do that scan. I look at those sectors because those basically the sectors of the market. Like here, technology, I'm pointing like you could see me point. Here, technology, communication services, consumer cyclicals, consumer defense, because it runs in groups, right? Financials, and then if you don't know how to read the heat map, the bigger the box, the bigger the market cap, the bigger the stock is, right? So if we know communication services is ripping, well, maybe we want to pick up some Google, some Facebook. And I only mess with the big boy. I don't really go. I mean, you can. I like trading the bigger stocks. I don't know why. I just do. Maybe better liquidity, first of all, in the options. If we know restaurants is ripping, right? We know Starbucks, McDonald's. Which one of these in the green today? Chipotle. I got a huge position on that. I got I think the 1,400, 2,000 call spread that expires in 2023. And not that I expected to go to 2,000. I really wanted a call. But if you look at the Chipotle options, they're very expensive. So I bought a way out of the money, sold a way out of the money put just to lower the price of that. You don't ever want to buy just straight leaps. You'll get destroyed. Unless the stock is just going up. For the most part, you will get destroyed. There's a video I want to talk about. As a YouTuber, you guys probably heard of the Come Up series. Mark Monroe. I like the guy, but he had his people jumping these calls, and when the market goes down, you get destroyed. You get destroyed. So I'm gonna do a video about that. Anyway, but you want to hedge yourself. You gotta sell something against it, So it's not that bad. You can always buy it back. All right, so thanks, Joseph. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you going back and forth with me. I had a good time. And appreciate you taking the time out. What was in here? How long is this video? An hour? It says an hour and 7 minutes. You're chilling with me for an hour and 7 minutes. You could have been doing anything else. But you're right here, man, checking me out, so I appreciate that. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you the replayers, you subscribe, hit the bell, and if you missed something, you want me to talk about something, leave it in the comments. I might do a video on it. I'll talk about it in the next video if I remember. I'm like, yeah, I got to talk about this stock. All right, so thanks for watching, and I got to go. Appreciate you, Jewelry Box. Appreciate you if you're still in here, AL Beauty. Thanks for checking me out, and I'll talk to y'all later. Dre, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Dre Trades over there. And any comment on one of my videos, and I'll hit you back on there as well. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.